Welcome to Praveen Patil, College of Diploma in Engineering and Technology. Myself, Raj Gheware, working as a lecturer in Mechanical Department. We are looking on the subject Theory of Machine for Sem 4. We have started with chapter number 2, that is Velocity and Acceleration in a Mechanism. So in this chapter, we have discussed about various methods. Along with that, we have reached till the first problem. We have completed the first problem of determining angular velocity of link CD. Now we will see the problem based on the slider mechanism. So in this, what we are going to see is I will read out the question. First of all, the crank of a slider crank mechanism rotates clockwise at a constant speed of 300 rpm revolution per minute. The crank is 150 mm. So the crank is 150 mm. So I will just show you the crank which is 150 mm. This is the part of crank which is 150 mm, and the connecting rod is 600 mm long. So this is the point of connecting rod which is 600 mm long. So what we have to do is determine the linear velocity of the crank at angle 45 degree. So we have to determine the linear velocity of the crank. We have to determine linear velocity of the crank. So first of all, we will write the given data. The given data are as we have seen the rotation speed, that is 300 rpm. So we will calculate omega. Omega is nothing but 2 pi n divided by 60. So that we have written it over here. This is the omega 2 pi n divided by 60, and value is 300 from given data. We obtain it as 31.42 value of omega of a crank. So we will be writing each and every values, and we will first of all go for space diagram. We will take a suitable scale and we will complete the space diagram. After completing the space diagram, we will go for velocity diagram. So first of all, we need to calculate velocity of the part which is rotating, that is VB, or we can call it as VBO. It is represented by VB is equal to omega into length of this part, that is OB. So omega value we have obtained it as 31.42, that we have written omega 31.42 into length. So here length we have taken it in terms of meter. So 150, that is 0.15, we have written it over here. And then we have got the value of velocity of the crank which is rotating. So that is 4.713 meter per second. Now in order to draw the velocity diagram, we have to take the point which is fixed. So here on one point is fixed, which is O point, which is fixed over here. So on a page will take that fixed point over here. This is the point of where which is been fixed. Now which is the next step? So the next step is we will be drawing a vector OB which is perpendicular to BO. So see here, this is the BO. So if we will draw, this is the BO and the perpendicular line will be like this. So this is the line which is drawn. So we can say that this line and this line are parallel to each other. And then when we draw that line, we will be taking a suitable scale and then we will be drawing a line. So here VB we have taken it as 4.713. This is the value 4.713. Now after drawing that, we will be taking next point, that is from point B we will be drawing a vector BA, that is this one. From point B we will be drawing a vector. So this is the point which is we have to draw. So how we can draw this B? So this line is drawn by drawing taking a perpendicular line. So this is BA, perpendicular line is like this. So we can say that this line is drawn which is taken parallel to this one, perpendicular line. So we have drawn this BA. Now next step is to draw a line OA. OA is drawn by taking a line. This is OA. This is the trace of the slider moving. So we have drawn a same parallel line from this O point. So it is like this. So what we are getting is from the here also line is coming, and from here also line is coming. So this is the point of intersect. That point we have taken it as a point, and this is how we will get the velocity diagram. And once we got the velocity diagram, we will measure the length of vector BA. So this is the vector BA. We will measure the length of vector BA. So according to the scale measurement, we have obtained it as 3.4 meter per second. We have obtained it as 3.4 meter per second. So same way we will measure the vector OA and we will get it as 4. So this is how we can get the velocity of AB and velocity of A point. So now how we can get this D point in the velocity diagram. So in order to get this D point in the velocity diagram, we have to take a ratio, that is BD upon BA. So I will just write it over here. BD upon BA. Okay, in order to get this D point will be equivalent to capital BD upon BA. So here we know the distance. I will just highlight. We know the distance of BD. We know the distance of BA. Okay. Also we know the distance of small b in the velocity diagram. This small letter represent for velocity diagram and capital for the space diagram. So if we substitute all the values, we can get this BD distance. Okay, so let's see over here. Let's look at over here at this side. So it is taken over here, the ratio values over here. BD upon BA equals to capital BD upon BA. All the values are substituted, and the point which we have obtained, the distance which we have obtained, we have joined it in the velocity diagram. Whatever distance we have obtained, we have joined it over here like this. Now once we get this, our velocity diagram is completed. So here by joining OD, we have completed the velocity diagram, and we can measure the distance of OD. So distance of OD, if we measure, we are getting it as somewhere 4.1, and that is the velocity. But directly measuring the distance, we get the velocity of OD. So this is how we can solve the numericals, and by drawing space diagram and a velocity diagram, we can determine the velocity of a particular point in the given constructions. So that's all for today's. We will stop over here, and we will be continuing in the next part of the video regarding other methods of solving of determining the velocity and acceleration. Thank you.